Hello and welcome to Surprise Radio. I am joined by very special guests. Introduce yourselves, please.
Hi, we are SoZen. I'm Devin, vocalist.
Jerry Steele, lead guitarist,
Uh,
backup.
Alex, Noreen, the other guitarist.
Eric Andrews bass, David Rumps on drums.
Nice. And I did want you to say the name of the band because I've been saying SoZen, and I had a feeling that the Z was capital for a reason, so I wanted to get it pronounced correctly.
Yep, we have ongoing jokes about that. We are not SoZen. We are not Susan. We are SoZen.
SoZen.
Yes.
Nice. And where did you come up with that name?
So SoZen came from the feeling that we get when we're playing music. It's that just perfect harmony with everything that's going on around us, where we can just focus on creating the beautiful music. Well, some of it's beautiful, some of it's pretty heavy. But we get that feeling, you're sharing that live music with an audience, and we just get in that mode, in that zen. So that's where it came from, that feeling.
How long have you been together? I know that if you look at Spotify and YouTube, that the music doesn't really start until 2023, late 2023. But I feel like you've been making music for longer than that.
Yeah, me and Dave, the drummer, started like 6 years ago, and we had a small year and a half hiatus until because we didn't have a jam spot. We lost our jam spot. In a year and a half, we came back, and I had assumed that we got the jam spot here, and then all of a sudden we just started filling in members after that. Went through a couple of guitar players. We was just trying to find somebody, that fit the mold, because we wanted, the dueling lead guitar players, and harmonies and so forth.
Yeah, so we went through a couple of guitar players, but Alex has been around for what, 6 months now?
Yeah.
Just
So,
about, yeah,
Yeah.
right after I
So-
moved into the area. So
Alex is the man. Went through several guitar players and a singer or two over the years, and they just did not fit SoZen. And we finally have the group we've been looking for. Alex came on board. He's fitting in beautifully, harmonies, everything's working out really good. And the energy that SoZen provides to the audience is to be seen and heard for themselves.
Do you consider yourselves a live act, or I know you don't have a whole lot of singles out, and you just say that it's an experience to come see you live. So you consider yourselves more of a live act?
I would say so, absolutely, yes.
yeah,
Yes.
Mhm. I would think so.
What's your favorite song to sing or play?
Probably the new one, Dragon Rider, currently. That one's new, so it's a little exciting, I guess. It's kind of more of a departure into more of a power metal kind of flavor than some of our other stuff. So it's definitely a newer direction, but it definitely hails from a lot of our combined inspirations. So it's kind of a logical next step.
Yeah, that song was very fun because me with getting him in here and him learning the songs we already had, this was the first song that we written with Alex. And we're like, well, what? You can play lead? You can play
Let
it's like
that out of the bag.
yeah.
it's like now we're talking. So
It was a lot of fun too, because like when we come back after a week after we kind of got the song structure put together, Jerry's like, hold on, check this out. And he starts playing this bitch in harmony. And it's in the song, like it's awesome.
it's one of those harmonies that just stick in your head. He's like, damn it, Jerry. He's like, that song, that lick has been in my head since last practice, and it will not get out of my head.
That's the way we want it.
That is definitely a good thing. You want to have the earworms, the things that people
Yeah.
walk around singing and thinking about. So in that vein, I was actually going to ask, do you have, I know that you all play something different, but do you have something that you've contributed to a song that really sticks out in your mind as something you're really proud of? It could be a lyric or a lick or a fill, something like that. It just, you don't have to necessarily say what part of the song it is, but tell me a song that you're really proud of for that reason.
Um, I would say I'm very proud of Necromancer, the guitar solo when we were in the studio. I had pretty much the solo written. It's one of our singles on there, and the sweeping arpeggios that I was doing on there. I the I had a moment when I was in the studio and I did it, and our engineer goes, he kind of just looks at me and just his mouth dropped. He goes, what I was doing. And there's a video on Facebook of that. Him just like, fuck yeah. After he stopped the tape. I don't know. That was my always contribution that I liked.
Playing with fire. Or is it play with fire?
Yeah.
Playing with fire.
Yeah.
Very groovy kind of song, but still heavy. And then going into triplet style, double bass riding on the drums and the cymbals during the chorus. And just the way the song flows, it's very punchy, but very groovy to a good point. And overall, I really enjoyed playing that song.
Yeah, it's got a different style. It's doesn't even sound like we're playing from a different genre, you know.
It was a bass riff I came up with in practice.
Oh, that's
that
right,
just
yeah.
it just morphed into a song.
Yep.
Because Dave's like, yeah, I like that. Keep playing that. And I just made up
And
something.
we came up with the rhythm section, and then Jerry added his.
7-string in it.
Oh, that was it was the perfect setup, perfect extra note there, or extra string on the guitar.
Yeah, because I was playing the riff on the low B string because I play 5-string bass, and so I wanted to play something just a real low and heavy riff, and so yeah, then Jerry got a 7-string to match kind of the tone for it, and it sounds really good.
Yeah, we got Alex playing the 6-string on it, and he's playing the inversions on it.
Yeah, that's
So-
actually what I was gonna say. I was most proud of was taking a lot of our songs from the 7-string and just instead of trying to recreate that on a 6-string or have to buy another guitar, just inverting the chords and still having it sound brutal. The old Iron Maiden method of you don't need like anything crazy to make it sound cool.
So I know that you said that you like to play live. I'm sure that there's some covers that you do live. Is there any that you'd be willing to put on record?
We've done some covers over the years, you know.
I think we could do the Trooper.
Yeah.
That's about the only cover we normally play out if we need an extra filler song.
Yeah, we've played the Iron Maiden, the Trooper, and we've also played Holy Diver by Dio.
Welcome Home by Coheed and Cambria.
Yeah, we did
That's
that
an
one.
unusual one, I think.
Yeah,
You know,
that's a
when-
fun one.
That's
with
deep
drums.
cut.
not everybody can do that. Pull that out of the bag.
Do you have a favorite tour or venue that you've played?
A favorite would probably be the Token Lounge, I think, just because it's kind of right in our backyard. I would, feel comfortable there. It's like home turf. A lot of our friends and family are from that kind of area, so usually we get a nice, turnout. But I say like the venue that we played the most often is the Diesel over in Chesterfield. So I mean that one's kind of up there also. So I would say it's kind of a tie for me. I don't know about you guys.
Love playing the Diesel, and it's just the fun part of all the travel, but
Yeah.
it comes with the territory.
And I'm sorry, we didn't discuss it at the beginning. Where are you located out of?
We're in Waterford, Michigan.
Right out of Detroit.
Do you have any dream tour mates? Anybody that you either look up to, or maybe they can just be some friends that you think would be really fun to go on a tour with?
I would say Unleash the Archers.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Not only are they fantastic musicians that, we're greatly influenced by, but also we want to play Dungeons and Dragons with them because they do a really nice little podcast of their games that is pretty entertaining. So I think that would be a nice fit.
That's
definitely
cool. You're the
does.
second. You're the second band I've actually heard that enjoys playing D&D.
Yes, we love it. Me and her got a 2-year campaign that we play with a bunch of people also.
I just finished the 7-year one. A lot of the like bands I listen to in the metal genre, like there's a few I listen to. Like Throne of Iron would be fun to tour with because they make music about their D&D games, so it's just really fun. Like it's just really cool stuff, and I feel like we'd vibe, we'd get along, we'd roll dice.
How many songs do we have that are influenced by D&D, Jerry? Like 3?
Yeah.
Two,
Necromancer.
I'm going to assume.
Yeah.
Uh,
and Necromancer,
There's a few.
Dragon Rider.
Dragon Rider,
obviously. It's
obviously.
Dragon. Now we just need a Dungeon Rider, I guess.
We got a new one coming up. It's called Scalex that me and Devin's been working on. It's about the dragon. So it's gonna be like a 2-parter concept type of a
I was here for concept album.
Mhm.
You could also do one called Dungeon Crawl.
There we go, Dungeon
There you go,
Crawler.
perfect.
Boom.
That's it.
Perfect. Speaking of that, I know that it sounds like D&D is pretty much your go-to pastime when you're not playing music. Do you have any others, any shows or books or movies, anything like that that you're into?
I have a guilty pleasure that is Bridgerton.
Oh God.
I know. It just came out, those new 4 episodes. Okay. I had to rewatch the entire series and the little mini spin-off series about the Queen so that I can go back and watch these 4 episodes. I made him watch it with me.
Wow.
I was big Lord of the Rings and so forth, and Game of Thrones, medieval shit, swords and knights and
Did you like the Dungeons and Dragons movie? The newest one?
It was pretty entertaining for sure. We saw that in the theater.
Yeah, the newest one was pretty good. I actually kind of liked the first one that they came out with that had the Wayans. I think it was Marlon Wayans in it. It was okay, but this one really just set the tone.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You did say something about signing. Do you have a dream label that you'd want to sign to, or just somebody that is going to treat you right?
Somebody that's gonna treat us right and not let us create, what I'm saying.
Let us make our own music and then let it get produced and put out there what we do and not what anybody else wants us to do. And
we definitely don't want to sell out
because they're the ones making all the money. Simple as that.
So tell me about any upcoming tours or singles, EPs, anything like that that you might have coming here soon.
So we have some upcoming shows that are of interest, hopefully. July 6th, we'll be at the Music Box in Jackson. That's gonna be our first time at that venue. So we're pretty excited about that. Then we've got our visit to the New Dodge Lounge. That's gonna be July 21st. That's a Sunday show. And then in August coming up, we're gonna do a secret house party. We won't divulge too many details about that.
Somewhere in Ann Arbor.
Then on the 23rd, we're going to be trekking all the way to Marcellus, Michigan to Potopia.
Potopia!
That'll be our second year playing Potopia. It is a weekend-long festival celebrating music, cannabis, and delightful things of that nature. And then we've got September 21st, we'll be out in Mount Pleasant at Rebels Bar. So that is currently our planned adventures for the summer and into the fall.
And you teased Dragon Rider. What can we have a date for that, or is that still in the works?
Still in the works, I would say.
Yeah, I think we were discussing what kind of upcoming of our originals we would like to record, because the 3 that are out there we did last summer, those were the first 3, but we've been playing those for a while. Those have been essentially been baking in the oven for a year or more, some of those.
One of them's got 7,000 plays.
And so
Those are almost oldies at this point, huh?
Yeah. They're like, come on, guys,
we're quickly becoming classic rock already.
We've already had 4 or 5 people asking us, hey man, when are you going to get Dragon Rider? Because they heard it at the show.
Oh, they loved it. We've been getting a lot of compliments on it.
It's got the dueling uh, harmonies in it and stuff.
Think possibly fall to maybe beginning of winter before we go back into the studio
Yeah,
with Dragon Rider and a couple of the other ones that we haven't recorded. Most likely, or I'd say yes.
Yeah.
Playing with Fire is definitely getting done.
Oh yeah, I've been really pushing for that one. It is.
And I know that recording takes quite a bit of a process, but maybe just maybe we can get a Christmas present from SoZen.
Oh, hey now.
yeah.
There's
We
an
wrote a
idea.
song about John Wick. Also, it's called Boogeyman. So it's the John Wick series.
That's another fun one on
That is
their
a
own.
fun one.
Mhm, yeah.
Keeps me busy through the whole song.
Most of our songs, actually, all of the songs are pretty fun to play.
Bobby Yaga.
I also like to take this opportunity to give the band a chance to just talk to their fans, just kind of tell them what they can expect from SoZen or what you guys bring to the table. Anything that you really want to say, just let your fans get to know you a little bit. Maybe they didn't have a chance to talk to you at the show and really wanted to know. So I'm opening the floor to you guys at this point.
Oh, so I would first of all say that if you came to our show, we're super grateful. We love seeing you guys there. And
Indeed.
sharing our music with you is the whole point of this whole endeavor we've got going on here. So I do want to say also that we want to include your guys' feedback and stuff into our music also. I think it's really cool. You guys tell us, hey, I heard this song that you guys did live, hey, this was really awesome and I, connected with it in this way. I think that that's really, meaningful for us to have
Yeah,
that.
that's
And, it kind of gives us a good direction to go. So hearing that coming from, people, maybe you've heard the song once or twice and still like you form that connection. And that's really what we're trying to accomplish. And so, us getting shows on a schedule and coming out and, seeing different parts of Michigan and the other states that we haven't been to yet, like that's something that we really want to be able to do. So getting people to come out to the shows, like that's our number one like priority right now. Like, yeah, getting some stuff recorded to share with the world at large is awesome. And maybe doing, some more lyric videos, some more music videos would be cool too. But really we want to get out there. We want to get in your face. We want to share this music with you. We want to meet you in person. We want to see, you guys hanging out in the crowd and, we're hanging out too,
Yeah,
all the other
yeah.
bands that we play with. We're appreciative of all of them for, putting their selves out there and participating in the shows. And, just recently in the last couple months or two here, I've been pretty busy like racking up all of the contacts and things just to try to make shows happen. Like, there's um not a lot of invitations going on. So we have to make our own shows happen. And, just starting to do that process has become, kind of like my second job.
Yeah. So we need a manager because she is working her ass off.
That would be nice. Some help.
It might not seem like it, but like I do notice all the fans out there, banging their heads, bringing the energy, stank face into the riffs. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to tell me we're good. Like that stank face, the head banging. Yeah, when I see that in the photos and stuff, I know you're having a good time. And like that's why we're doing it. Is like, watching people out there like just having a good time, banging their heads, getting in that Zen zone with us. Like, yeah, it makes it all worth it. And the fans just, I want to also express gratitude to that person.
Yeah, well, thank you. That's why we do it. That's why I do it.
I see you all in your Iron Maiden t-shirts out there. I know you're there for us when you're in those Maiden t-shirts.
Yeah. All these whole walls have Iron Maiden banners all the way in there.
Well, that's what I was saying after.
So it's like Iron Maiden, Iron Maiden, Iron Maiden.
Well,
Iron
Jerry,
Maiden,
that's what I
Iron
was saying after
all the way
FemFest
around.
to everyone. I was like, well, I knew who was there for us because they were the ones in the Iron Maiden t-shirts.
I love playing for all the fans out there when they come, get the beat going, seeing everybody get behind it. This fills in the energy that we love pushing out to enjoy, to see, to feel the energy of SoZen.
Before we go, guys, tell me about some of your influences and heroes. Obviously, Iron Maiden sounds like they might be one of them. If you've heard of them, I'm not sure if
That's
you know
why
who
I
they are.
joined.
But tell me about some of your other influences and heroes. They don't have to be musical, by the way. They can be authors or dungeon masters or anything.
Ah,
Mostly musical, I would say. I think Amy Lee is definitely an inspiration for me from Evanescence and Britney Slay's Unleash the Archers. Um, those two powerhouse female vocalists have definitely shaped what my goal is to sound like. So
Yeah, me, it's Iced Earth. We're not together no more, but like Iron Maiden, most of the like dueling guitars, uh, trading off solo bands, I've always been into.
weirdly, actually, I've got to say, the guy who taught me to, well, I was self-taught on the guitar, but I started taking lessons from a guy named Tim Turnier. He taught me basically everything I know on the guitar, and he's the one who kind of believed in me as a guitarist at first, and was like, "Nah, you're gonna go out and forth and rip it." And so, like I used to go and watch him and his band play and stuff, and yeah, it was just really inspiring. But like in terms of the big influences, like Jerry mentioned, Iron Maiden. I was talking about how Sabbath was kind of my gateway drug into heavy music, so to speak. I've listened to so much different music over the years. It's hard to kind of pinpoint any specific influences or inspirations because I try to pull from everything I've listened to.
So I'm influenced by, well, Kiss and Metallica probably. And they're like almost polar opposites, but I grew up on Kiss and just the whole theatrical part of it and the imagery, I think translates still these days to live performances. And I think that's important because you need to be able to keep the audience's attention. And so I think there's some of that that's still needed, maybe. But certainly Kiss has got a lot of catchy songs, so I'm influenced by sometimes making things simple, catchy in certain spots. But then, I was hugely influenced by Metallica when I saw them on the Master of Puppets tour open for Ozzy, and my world of what was heavy metal at that time changed overnight, and so that was hugely influential as well.
So, are you telling me that you got to see Cliff Burton play?
I did. That was summer of '86 before they went to the European tour where he died.
Where he died in September.
So I saw him in Columbus, Ohio, with the Ozzy's Ultimate Sin tour, and yeah, that was
They didn't come to Texas because Ozzy had pissed on the Alamo and they were banned from the state of Texas.
I just was reading about that again the other night.
Dave, tell me about a couple of your influences.
My influences, I started playing 10 years old to the first Cars album, All Basic 4/4. My brother played guitar and was a Jimmy Page fanatic. So, needless to say, I had to learn how to play Zeppelin with limited kit and everything because he had to play the guitar and play his parts. Led Zeppelin nowadays, well, is definitely Neil Peart of Rush, Mike Portnoy of Dream Theater, and is it Ronald Daniels? I am drawing a blank from Porcupine Tree. Oh, I think I got his last name right, but yeah, his name escapes me at this point. But they're like one of my three biggest influences. Neil Peart from way back when.
I couldn't help but laugh that we have audio problems when you're saying something heartfelt. And then if you got his name wrong, I could hear you clear as day. No problems at all. So
Lovely.
So Zen, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I did. And to everybody that's watching, make sure to go check the description below. You'll find the links to their Spotify, their YouTube, and go see them live. Like they said, they are from the Michigan area. So if you're in that area, definitely go check them out live. So Zen, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Surprise Radio.